I am the nature hacker, and this is your world. So today I want to talk about creating enamel. I think it was the first video on my channel I talked about this, right when I created my Teef product. Just a play on, just like a hillbilly saying teeth, Teef. So anyway, yeah. So what made me want to make another video on this was a beautiful young woman named Alaina. So right now, click on, show more in the description. Watch her video. I'll be here when you get back, but watch her video. She made a video on my Teef product. So here's her beautiful woman. So go check out the link in my description, watch that video, and come back, and what I'll do is I'll explain it more. Alright, so anyway, her story was basically she used baking soda to brush her teeth. And this is the reason I made this product, is because I knew that baking soda was not a good option. So I looked into the chemistry of it, and hydroxyapatite is hydroxyl group is an OH, okay? Now, hydroxyapatite is enamel. Apatite is like calcium phosphate. Okay, so what you have is you have calcium phosphate enamel with an OH group on it. Now, what happens is when you use baking soda, it is alkaline, but it's not the right type of alkalinity. What it does is it replaces that OH group on the apatite, the hydroxy group. It replaces it with a carboxy, which I believe is like CO, or it might be CO2. But anyway, it replaces the OH with CO2, and it makes basically a counterfeit enamel. It makes like an incorrect enamel. So when you have an incorrect enamel, it's less resistant to abrasion, it's less resistant to acidity, it's harder, but it's less tough. So it's easier to like crack a tooth. And I think that's what, the reason I made this, because I was using baking soda too. And my teeth were hard as nails from baking soda. But what happens is they were too hard. I'm also a mechanical engineer by training. And I know that there's a difference between hardness and toughness. You want something to be tough. Hard is, glass is hard, but it shatters. So you don't want pure hardness. You want toughness in a material. And the carboxyapatite from baking soda makes them hard but not tough. So you want the real deal. You want the hydroxyapatite. So she contacted me. She said she was using baking soda, that it scrubbed it away. I mean, what's really happening is you're changing the enamel from hydroxy to carboxy, and therefore it becomes less resistant to abrasion. So then you're scrubbing it with the baking soda that chemically changed your teeth. Now you're scrubbing it with it, and now the enamel wears away. And what everybody told her is that it's impossible to recreate enamel. This is the type of thinking that's just predominates the medical community, that if we can't fix it, nobody can. That's what they believe, which is totally wrong, because I'm totally turning over their table and just recreating the paradigm. And I hope, and all of us we're all doing that. We're all researching alternative cures and stuff. We're all learning. So anyway, I created this product, and it's not hydroxyapatite. She says, look into hydroxyapatite, and that's great and everything. Your teeth are made of hydroxyapatite, but you can't, your teeth are built like on the molecular level. You can't make a molecular size hydroxyapatite and then coat it on your teeth. It doesn't really work that way. I mean, there might be possible ways. They treat hydroxyapatite very strangely, and they might be able to get it to deposit on the teeth. That's kind of higher technology. So there is that. I think India is, Indian, dentists in India do that type of thing more than dentists here. But I was like, well, I don't really think we need that. I mean, what we really need is we need the hydroxy groups to replace the carboxy groups, or fluoro groups. Like if you're using fluoride, your enamel's messed up with fluoride. If you're using baking soda, your enamel's messed up with baking soda. So what we really want is we want those OH groups to replace the fluorides or the carboxys from these other things. And just to strengthen the teeth in general, we want to replace the OHs, because the OHs also get removed when you're using acids, when you're eating acidic foods or fruits or whatever. So we want those OHs back. The way to get those OHs back, really the best way, is calcium hydroxide. The hydroxide is the hydroxy on the apatite. So we're replenishing the hydroxy on the apatite. We're not necessarily creating new hydroxyapatite, and my other video might have said that we are or something, but what we're really doing is we're restoring the enamel to hydroxyapatite. So that's what we're really doing. And I do have some tricalcium phosphate that in theory could react with a little bit of the calcium hydroxide to actually create hydroxyapatite itself. So it's more of like I'm putting the building blocks on the teeth to make it. I don't necessarily have hydroxyapatite that I'm sticking on the teeth. No, I'm putting the components of it on the tooth surface and basically hoping that nature takes it the rest of the way. And it really should, because the saliva is actually a remineralizing thing. So it should, and it does. So anyway, that's a little more about the biology, the chemistry of what's happening. So please, if you haven't already, check out her channel. Link is in the description. Please subscribe to her. I mean, she definitely deserves your subscription. She'll probably come out with more videos, like inspirational type, motivational videos and stuff. So definitely check out her channel. Be one of her first subscribers. So thanks for watching. I am the Nature Hacker. Do work.